Everybody nowadays really just wants you to be who they expect you to be. You know, they expect you to act a certain way, and they expect you to act the way they want you to act, you know? They expect you to be the type of person they want you to be, and everybody's their own person, you know? Everybody's different. Everybody has their own individual personalities. Everybody's got their own characteristics. We're all different. I don't really think people can resist themselves from trying to give advice or trying to, you know, put their opinions onto you or put their ideology or way of life onto you, you know. I think it's just like a human instinct, like to just give our opinion constantly, like think about what you're doing. It's like, well, actually this is what I do. So I mean, it's kind of difficult to get away from that because I think it's just a human trait of ours just to, you know, preach our own way of life and trying to put that way of life and that way of thinking onto other people. And, you know, I can't blame other people for that. You know, I'm kind of doing that in this video by talking about this, but at least I'm aware of that, so that's the first step, I guess. Another thing that we all fall victim to is not only comparing ourselves to others, which is, you know, a huge thing right now, being on social media and everybody posting the best part of their lives and never really exposing the reality and the, you know, the struggle that everybody has to deal with and just, you know, everybody's insecurities and stuff. But not only do we just sit there and compare ourselves to others, but when other people are successful or doing better than us, we become envious, we become jealous, and it's just what it is. And people especially become envious and jealous when people are successful that they know personally, whether it's someone's business, finances, maybe fame, fitness, health, whatever they're doing that's growing and making them better, successful, in a better position than they were before, or they're in a better position than whatever someone else thinks they should be in. We become extremely envious and jealous, and we almost, you know, root for their downfall. We don't really want people to succeed. Like, we want people to succeed to a certain extent, like a little bit of public fame, a little bit of success, like that's good, but, you know, people don't want other people's heads to get so big, and that's just a form of jealousy and envy. And don't get me wrong, like, it's so hard not to compare yourself to others, especially like I said, people are on social media just bragging about what they do, what they achieved, you know, how good their life's going, and they never want to post the problems, the situations, the insecurities, everyday struggles that we all deal with. And honestly, some people are just better at lying and hiding it than others. People don't want you to change. They don't want you to grow. They don't want you to elevate. They don't want you to reach what they think you can reach. They don't want you to reach the potential that you know you can reach and they actually see in you. You know, they're just sad that they can't see it in themselves, or maybe they can't dig it out of themselves right now, and they're just putting their negative energy on you. You know, don't let that happen. That negative energy can not only mess with your head and your psyche, but it can also mess with like what you're trying to do and what you stand for, and you start to question your morals and your ethics and, you know, what you're trying to get done and how you're trying to grow and get better. And, you know, when people are jealous about that, they're gonna put you down or make you at least question what you're doing. And sometimes you're like, damn, did these people know me better than me? No, they do not. You know yourself better than anybody else. Don't let anybody fool you. Change is difficult, change is extremely hard, and not only because the idea of change is simply stop what you're doing now and do something different. And that could be in physical, health, school, jobs, finances, business, whatever it may be. Personal development, whatever that may be under your category. But if you think about it, when you build up a lifetime of habits, usually bad habits, or maybe not the habits that you now want to imply into your life, it's going to be a lot of energy, a lot of focus, a lot of time to change those habits. You've been thinking that way, doing those actions for so long, it's going to be very difficult to change your habits. And don't let anybody think you can't change it, because if you want to change it, you definitely can. Also, take into consideration, nowadays, everything's made by like psychiatrists and psychologists and scientists. So if you're trying to quit like a diet or anything like that, understand like change is not meant to happen. You know? Food industries want you to be addicted to their food. Banks want you to be in debt. They want you to need their services, which is understandable, but at the same time, it's important to change, especially if you know that's the best thing you should do for yourself and your circumstances. So I will say this, do not be a soft. Do yourself a favor and do what's right. And just remember, it's really easy for me to stand in front of this camera and just preach like, oh, you
guys got to change. You guys got to do what's right for you. You know, changing's not that hard. You got to get it done. If you know it's wrong, why are you doing it?
Like I said, it's easy for me to just preach that. Changing your lifestyle though, it's not so easy, but it's worth it. Good luck.